Morning everyone! Bago ako magsimula, kung nga pala si Kuya yung grade 5. At ngayon, ipapaliwanag ko kung ano nga ba ang short history of nanotechnology. Ano nga ba ito?
Ang nanotechnology ay nagsimula kay Richard Feynman noong 1959 sa kanyang lecture na There Plenty of Room in the Bottom. Sinabi niya na balang araw, posible nating malikha at madiskubre na ang mga bagay ng microscope level.
With atoms and molecules, nanotechnology is the science and engineering of designing and creating structures, devices.
Halimbawa, tulad ng mga smartphones, sensors, or medical tools.
Next advancement in the field of nanotechnology is the first roadmap of the semiconductor industry proposed by Gordon Moore, who is one of the founders of Intel Corporation.
Taong 1965, nadiskubre ang isang bagong uri ng microscope na tinawag na scan probe microscope.
Sa mga sumunod na taon, nadiskubre rin ang mga nanostructures tulad ng fullerenes noong 2003, carbon nanotubes noong 2003, graphene noong 2007. Ito ang mga uri ng carbon na may kakaibang katangian para sa electronics at constructions.
Application of nanotechnology in the Philippines of environment.
According to research, the Metro Manila pollution is caused by two things. First and foremost is the exhaust from motor vehicles. Second is the exhaust from factories and even first-class hotels in Metro Manila.
Good morning everyone. I am Chris Lance de Laurente at ipapaliwanag ko ngayon ang other application of nanotechnology o nanomedicine. Ano nga ba ang nanomedicine?
Nanomedicine devices still need to be commercialized as a new glaucoma treatment. Nanomedicine is the medical application of nanotechnology and can be used to treat glaucoma, providing nanodelivery systems to provide sustained release and better bioavailability compared to the topical eye drops. Other ophthalmological devices use hydrogel technology in the glaucoma treatment as sealant after ocular incision, due to better leakage prevention than the conventional suture for ocular surgery, but also for drug delivery, incorporating nanoparticles.
Ano nga ba ang nanomedicine? Ang nanomedicine ay aplikasyon ng nanotechnology sa larangan ng medisina. Ito ay tungkol sa paglikha ng mga maliliit na makina o nanorobots na kayang pumasok sa loob ng ating katawan para tuklasin, gamutin at pigilan ang mga sakit. Sa madaling sabi, ginagamit ang nanotechnology para gumawa ng advanced medical tools tulad ng monitors, chemotherapy, nanocarriers, pacemakers, biochips, insulin pumps, nebulizers, needleless injectors, hearing aids, at drug delivery system na mas mabilis, mas epektibo at mas ligtas gamitin. Ito ang ilang halimbawa ng mga aplikasyon ng nanomedicines. Una, diagnostic nanomachines. Ito ay mga nanorobots na may wireless transmitters na kayang gumalaw sa dugo at lymph system. Kapag may makitang chemical imbalance o infection, agad silang nagpapadala ng signal sa mga doktor para maagang diagnosis. Pangalawa, nanomachine sa nervous system. Maaaring i-implant sa nervous system para subaybayan ang pulse rate, brainwave activity at nerve function. Malaking tulong ito sa mga pasyenteng may epilepsy, at iba pang neurological disorders.
Ever wondered how tiny robots could clear blocked arteries? A groundbreaking concept called nanorobotic atherectomy imagines using microscopic robots to remove plaque from inside blood vessels. In heart disease, fatty deposits build up in the arteries, narrowing them and restricting blood flow. Traditionally, doctors use catheters or lasers to shave off this plaque, but in the future, nanorobots could make the process even more precise. These robots, smaller than a grain of salt, would be injected into the bloodstream. Guided by magnetic fields or advanced imaging, they'd travel directly to the blockage site. Once there, they could break down plaque using microlasers or mechanical tools, all while transmitting real-time data to doctors outside the body. After cleaning the artery, the nanorobots could exit naturally or dissolve safely. This technology is still in research, but it could one day revolutionize heart treatments, offering a minimally invasive, highly targeted way to restore blood flow and prevent heart attacks.
In the field of electronics, nanoelectronics is the application of nanotechnology to help develop electronics devices to nanoscales and be able to reduce their weight and power consumption, improve display screen on electronic device to increase the density of memory chips. Nanotechnology has also reduced size of transistors used in integrated circuits of silicon chips to bring out powerful devices in the palm of your hand with less emitting heat but less energy consumption.
Hi, I'm Cristiano Pero at aking ibibigay ang other application ng nanotechnology.
Did you know that some of the smallest tools in science, nanoparticles, are helping us explore other planets? But what exactly are they? Nanoparticles are tiny particles, so small they're measured in nanometers. That's a billionth of a meter. For comparison, a single strand of human hair is about 80,000 nanometers wide. These particles are often made of metals, carbon, or other materials and have unique properties at this scale. Their small size makes them perfect for planetary exploration. Scientists can use nanoparticles to detect elements and compounds. For instance, specialized nanoparticles can change color or emit light when they interact with water, minerals, or even signs of life. Nanoparticles are also used in coatings to protect spacecraft and rovers. These coatings can resist extreme temperatures, radiation, and dust, keeping our machines safe in harsh environments. One exciting application is in lab-on-a-chip devices. These miniature labs equipped with nanoparticles analyze soil and air on other planets, searching for signs of life or useful resources. Nanotechnology is opening doors to explore the universe like never before, helping us unravel cosmic mysteries at the tiniest scale. Like and follow for more, and let us know what you'd like to learn about next.
What if we could use nanotechnology for environmental cleanup? Picture a world where tiny particles work tirelessly to purify our air, water, and soil. Nanotechnology, at its core, involves manipulating matter at an atomic or molecular scale, allowing us to create materials with extraordinary properties. If we applied this to environmental issues, the possibilities would be transformative. For instance, nanoparticles could be engineered to absorb and neutralize pollutants, breaking them down into harmless substances. In contaminated water sources, nanomaterials could target heavy metals and toxins, effectively cleaning the water with minimal energy input. In the air, nanostructured catalysts could help reduce greenhouse gas emissions, converting pollutants into less harmful compounds. Moreover, soil remediation could benefit significantly from nanotechnology. Specialized nanoparticles could be designed to bind to specific contaminants, allowing for their targeted removal. The scalability of these solutions means they could be deployed in various environments, from industrial sites to urban areas. By harnessing nanotechnology, we could not only restore damaged ecosystems, but also create a sustainable future, highlighting the urgent need for further research and investment in this field.
Silver nanoparticles embedded in fabrics help destroys odor-causing bacteria.
Consumer products.
Nanotechnology is already into consumer products used every day, like skincare products, lithium-ion batteries, flame retardant, fabrics, and cutting tools made of nanocrystalline.
Sporting goods. Hi everyone, ako po pala si Daniel J. Ornido. Ang aking tatalakayin ay nanotechnology na ginagamit sa produkto pangkonsumo araw-araw.
Imagine holding a single grain of sand. Tiny, right? Now imagine something 100,000 times smaller. That's nanotechnology. This science dives into the world of atoms and molecules, allowing us to build materials and machines atom by atom. Think of how sunscreen shields you from the sun. Thanks to nanotechnology, special particles in sunscreen form an invisible armor on your skin. But here's the twist. Scientists can even manipulate molecules to treat diseases or create tiny robots that repair cells. It's fascinating but humbling too, a reminder that the tiniest things can shape our world in powerful ways.
Good morning everyone. Ako nga pala si Lorenzo C. Magpantay. Ang aking tatalakayin ngayon ay about sa impact of nanotechnology until last part of environment. Sa kabila ng kaliitan ng nanotechnology, malaki ang epekto nito sa larangan ng health o kalusugan, national security o pambansang seguridad, social interaction o pakikipag-ugnayan sa iba, culture o kultura, economy o ekonomiya, politics, politika, at kapaligiran. Ang nanotechnology ay agham na tumatalakay sa paggamit ng napakaliit na bagay na susukat sa nanometer o 1 bilyong bahagi ng metro. Sa kabila ng kaliitan nito, malaki ang epekto nito sa larangan ng kalusugan, pambansang seguridad, pakikipag-ugnayan sa iba, kultura, ekonomiya, politika at sa ating kapaligiran. Layunin nitong pagandahin at pahusayin ang mga produkto at proseso upang maging mas epektibo at makabago. Una dito ay ang health o kalusugan. Ang mga nanoparticles ay sobrang liit kaya pwedeng makapasok sa ating katawan sa pamamagitan ng balat. Kaya kailangan maging maingat sa paggamit ng nanotechnology sa mga produktong ginagamit ng katawan. Pangalawa ay ang national security o pambansang seguridad. Mga panganib na magagamit ng nanotechnology sa paggawa ng nanobomb o virus bilang sandata. Ang ganitong teknolohiya ay kayang makasira ng maraming buhay kung saan ang mga nanobombs ay tuloy-tuloy na dumarating at sumisira sa lahat ng bagay sa kapaligiran. Social interaction o pakikipag-ugnayan sa iba. Dahil mabilis ang komunikasyon gamit ang teknolohiya, madali ring kumakalat sa maling impormasyon, fake news, nagdudulot ito ng kalituhan at hindi nakakaunawaan sa lipunan. Pang-apat, kultura. Dahil sa mabilis na pagbago ng teknolohiya, ang mga traditional na ginagamit ay unti-unting nalilimutan. Mas pinipili na ng mga kabataan ng mabilis at moderno paraan kaysa sa mga nakasanayang kultura noon. Panglima, economy o ekonomiya. Ang pagdevelop ng technology ay nangangailangan ng malaking puhunan, pero kapalit nito ay bagong oportunidad na trabaho at industriya. Ika-6, politics o politika. Dahil makapangyarihan ng teknolohiyang ito, dapat itong ma-regulate o kontrolin ng gobyerno. Halimbawa, ang maling paggamit ng technology sa paggawa ng droga o armas ay maaaring magdulot ng panganib. Kaya kailangan ng malinaw at batas na limitasyon. At ang panghuli ay ang environment o kapaligiran. Nakakatulong ang technology sa kalikasan dahil pinapahusay nito ang solar energy, pamamagitan ng mas epektibong solar cells at ultra-thin films.
Hi everyone! So we are here to discuss about the nano world or the nanotechnology. I am Publico Noraline B and will be tackling about the nano world. Let's go!
This is how one could describe the changes that technology has brought to human society for the past centuries. Several milestones of technological advancement were made throughout the years, from the creation of stone tools by Homo habilis. In 1974, si Norio Taniguchi ang siyang nagpangalan at unang gumamit ng nanotechnology. At ang ibig sabihin ng nano ay dwarf in Greek.